Hey guys, welcome back to Dota 2 with me, Hollow. We're doing another post-commentary game. It's all about Void today, as you may see by the amazing... Peace is messaging me. Perfect timing there, Peace. As you can see by the amazing thumbnail, it's all about Void, and well done once again to Nally Gnome. Tell him he's awesome. His Twitter is linked in the description, I am certain, and you can go ahead and follow him and all that jazz. But basically, I'm playing Void today in this game, and I'm playing it as part of the 5-man. Now, if you don't know, I'm partaking in a league or tournament or whatever you want to call it. Look at that blocking, the pro blocking. Look at that range creep. It's off. Oh, look at it. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, then I messed up and let a melee one through. It's all right. Evans has got it. He's gonna get the block. Oh, the block. Oh, look at that perfection. So I'm playing in a league right now, basically. And what that is just a tournament. This is my team, or the team that I'm part of, basically full health. It is Evans, Rage, myself, Acid, and it's Peace. Where's Peace? What's he? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. So it's Peace, Evans, Acid, Rage, and me, which is like the main team, and then we have Gubiak and we have Tide, sort of just there to just help out. The part of the team. For sure, it's just the problem is we have too many people playing similar roles, so we have to like sort of mix people in and out basically. So currently I'm playing Void. I don't usually play carry anymore. I play sort of playmakers in the team, but you know, Void is a playmaker. He makes a big impact on the game, so that's why I'm playing Void this time. I also have pretty respectable farm, I'd say, when I play a carry. I'm proud of the level of farm that I can achieve. I'm also very good at like containing and controlling the creeps of the wave and the speed of it. As you can see, I've got it so we don't need pulls right now because there's free range creep. What I should really do is right now probably get rid of one of those range creep. I can't tank the hits right now, but the plan should be to get rid of one of those range creep before it gets to the tower. But right now, it doesn't really matter. I should be able to still pick up these last hits like so. I might miss this one. Yeah, I'm going to need to get hit in first. There we go. Should get that one. Yeah, there we go. So I've only missed one last hit out of the 12 creep that we've had so far, and I think that's pretty good against Tide Hunter. So we've got Evans on the Disruptor, we got Rage on the Rubik, we got Acid in mid on Tinker, and Gubiak Games playing the offlane Tinker. He does some really offlane Tinker, not Clockwork. We've got two Tinkers on our team. They're very similar characters, I suppose, in their robo armor. But yes, let me go to player's perspective now then. So free camera, player perspective. We'll go down to Void. Maybe I'll swap around a little bit as we go. But basically, it looks like I'm against Tide Hunter, and I have a tri-lane, which is making it really easy for me to farm. You know, I'm having the time of my life in terms of farm right now, and things are just going well. So I don't really need to worry about getting anything like boots and stuff and rushing, that kind of thing, because I don't feel like I'm in any danger, you know? I've got free farm. So it's the time for a Midas rush and to get that GPM as high as physically possible to make a bigger impact on the game, late game, you know, if I need to. Hopefully I won't, but, you know, there's always that chance that the carry really does need to carry the game, and I want to be able to do that. I'm also using an Immortal Mace. It's pretty sweet. I can't remember the name of it. It's like Time Stopper or something. It looks pretty cool. The actual weapon itself isn't that like detailed or interesting. It's just this nice green glow, like orbs around the actual mace itself. I'm really looking forward to Void's rework. If you don't know, he's having like an appearance rework after TI4. There was like a vote for who would you like to see have their appearance reworked into something different, hopefully something better, and the top voted one, the one that won, was in fact Void, as we kind of expected. He's kind of a boring hero to look at. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. Oh Jesus, Reg is getting in a bit of trouble here. I'm telling him maybe you should lift, maybe you shouldn't. I'm not getting any bashes, we can't do the damage. It's just kind of harassment. I just needed to help him get away from the Tide there, because if I just stood there and watched, you know, Tide would have been able to take him. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go for him again. I don't have ulti, and I'm getting 0 bashes out of... well, it was only 2 hits, I guess, so the chances of me getting bashes were low, but if I got a bash there, I think he would have died. But yeah, solo Tide Hunter's quite strong, and it's very hard to deal with as a carry, especially when you're melee, because he walks up to you, presses his E, does sort of this area effect splash damage, and it actually lowers your damage that you do, your attack damage, for a little while. So it means that it's much harder to get last hits, and it becomes hard to even contest with him. He takes away all your damage, he's still got the damage, and he can actually out-auto attack you and out-damage you, and it becomes dangerous. That's why we're doing a tri-lane. Oh jeez, we've got a Pudge gank. A really good wall there from Evans, trapping the Pudge. I'm just trying to get out of the way of the hook. I'm just trying to dodge the hook. Here it comes. Trying to make sure that I'm in the way of Rage, because Rage will die if he gets hooked. You see the way I was sort of like body blocking him. Body blocking the Pudge from actually getting a good hook. So Evans stopping the Pudge from getting close enough to get a hook, and by the time he was in range to get a hook, I was making sure that I was physically in the way. So we sort of countered at that gank and survived. No one gained or lost anything, but they're losing time and XP right now because this Tide Hunter needs a solo XP to get level 6 as fast as possible, you know? He wants his ulti, he wants his Ravage as fast as possible, and this Pudge currently is doing nothing in this lane, and there is no successful gank. So they wasted the time. Overall, it worked out better for us, and I'm still getting farm, I'm still getting last hits, so it worked out very well for us. Now Pudge is actually walking towards, it looks like he's walking towards mid. He's by bot rune right now, but I can't remember whether he actually goes mid. Yeah, look at it, looks like he's walking mid now. So I'll actually go to free camera and go have a look at this gank. Here we go. So this is Acid, here we go, being caught out by the Pudge suddenly. Pretty unlucky, but some reason the Pudge just doesn't react. Very good juke there, very good dodge on the hook. He lands the E, gets the nice laser, no more attack damage, trying to run away from the rot. 2 TPs here, the kiting, the jukes around the trees. An amazing TP there from Gubiak, picking up the kill with Flare, and well played to Acid, dodging pretty much all of the kills, really, you know. He was slowly losing his health thanks to the rot, but he managed to avoid it. I'm in a bit of an awkward situation here. Tide is actually sort of trying to pick me off. I've cut up the trees here so I can juke around, and Evans comes back in and helps me off. So a really bad gank for them there. Worked really well for us. Acid did a really good placement of his robots, his E, to constantly do damage while he was kiting around the trees and juking. So really well played by him. TP, not all that necessary from both of them. It probably would have only taken one TP from Gubiak or Rage as the Rubik. And, you know, Rage didn't actually have mana, he just wanted to help, and there was TPs asking. So he was good with his reactions, but honestly, it would have been better if Clockwork had TP'd, and only Clockwork when I think about it, because he had the mana to get the kill and was able to help. And, you know, 2 TPs, one of them's going to be useless because it's just such a long TP time, like the teleport time, due to two people teleporting to the same tower. Anyway, how's it going down in bot back as the Void? Let's go back to player perspective now, as the old Void. There we go. So it looks like I've finished my Midas now, going well. It's time to start building some boots and moving in towards, you know, movement speed and maybe being able to be a bit more useful than just a farmer right now. Boots is going to be kind of crucial for that. We do actually have a gank here from the Pudge. He's actually bot, and we didn't know that. A really powerful Ravage and sudden like attack from the Pudge there. Really unlucky for us. We had no idea that they weren't there. They were there actually, and they were very well positioned. And that Tidal was really fucking devastating, really. It was just as he walked around the corner, CCing him in rot. He didn't even have to use the hook to kill Rubik there, to kill Rage, and then use the hook to catch Evans and drag him back in. So it wasn't good. Now, I'm not sure whether they're still here. I'm nervous as fuck. There's 3 here. They could totally get me because it's Pudge. You could hook me. So I'm hiding behind the trees, not getting farm anymore. But in reality, they're moving to gank mid, and it's completely safe here. I'm still like trying to make sure that I'm positioned well for creep, so that I couldn't be hooked. Obviously, I don't know whether they're still here, but they're in fact mid. So let's go back to free camera now, and go over here mid. So we have a gank here. He does get hooked. He actually missed the hook, and oh, the hook shot from Goobs. Great job. Goodbye, Acid. Unlucky. You were not getting out of there with the ult and everything. Really good hook shot from Gubiak there. Saved the day for just a moment for acid there, but he does get picked off. But it doesn't matter. It was really powerful and really good of Gubiak to do that. I remember being very impressed with it, because the thing is, in solo lane, Gubiak is not getting XP, you know? He is just not getting XP. He is not getting farm, and he needs to be there for those kind of situations as the offlaner to TP in, get kills, get XP and gold from assists, from kills. And he's actually 2-0 right now, I believe. No, 2-1, which is very good for an offlaner, you know? Usually they're 0-1 or just 0-0-0 with no farm and no real XP. The powerful offlaners are the ones that manage to actually find ways to keep getting XP and gold while being starved, and that's the main difference. So let's go back down to bot now. It looks like we're getting a gank here. Once again, let's go back to player perspective on me, Void. And yeah, we don't actually see that Pudge is here. Suddenly he just comes out. We got everyone just sort of here. He gets hooked. Evans sits a really nice wall before he dies, and we have a really good TP here from Gubiak. Sadly, there's nothing we can do really. I do have my ult, but I just don't have the damage to follow up. Maybe if I had power treads, I'd have something. But the three that came down here, apart from Skywrath, I suppose, were kind of tanky. But Skywrath was way in the back. There was no way I was going to be able to catch him out without there being some sort of drawback. And what was important there was the carry, me, survived, and it was just to support that died. So currently, when you look at the score, they have more kills. It seems to be going well for them. But the Goops, the amazing Clockwork, has been doing really well in being around and getting XP. I'm still farmed very well, nearly 50 last 10 minutes, doing okay, and the gank is still going on. So it's kind of scary for me right now, but overall everyone's going well. So let's actually check how far ahead in terms of net worth are they to say that they've got more kills. Well, we have the Tinker, who's dominating in terms of farm and, you know, net worth itself. It's really impressive to say that he's been ganked twice. And then there's me, who's actually keeping up with the Spectre, who, as we could see, is completely safe. You know, they are against no one and have been against no one for ages. Let's go to free camera again. They have just been against PvE this entire game, and I'm managing to keep up with their farm. So that's very good for me in general for the team. So it looks like we're getting an initiation here. Really good TP blink there. He pulls back not to get nuked. Sadly, there wasn't enough damage. Gubiak tanks the hook and works out a very good, you know, cogs there. Does get a good ult from Skywrath while he's held there, and then we managed to pick off the Pudge. So fortunately, it's kind of a little battle there, but we did have a haste rune on the Tinker, which allowed us to get that pick off, and it worked out very well. And they're still getting farm while he's going home. It's pretty good. He's already finished the TP boots, the transport, the boots of travel, and he's on his way now to building something a bit more useful overall. He's managing to go top now, maybe contest this Spectre. It really needs to happen. He really cannot just be free farming all game. Spectre's easily one of the scariest, if not the scariest hero or character that you could have going to just be free farming all game. Really close kill there. We managed to get a kill on the courier by Rage, really well positioned. We saw it thanks to a ward somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Oh Jesus, there's a big fight going on. We do pick off the Pudge, which is good. We're fine. But yeah, there was a ward somewhere, I think somewhere over here or something, during a gank, and Rage caught the courier and managed to get 4 hits in. It took 4 hits, and they just didn't react. They didn't micro it, and he managed to get the 4 hits just barely and actually get that courier. So well played to Rage there, and we managed to get a kill on the Pudge. Spectre gets away just fucking barely, but they've nearly built their Radiance. They had no reason to buy boots. They've been PvEing all day, and it's going very well for them. Tinker pulling nicely ahead there, Acid doing great job there, and I have somehow managed to actually catch up and beat Spectre now in terms of farm and net worth. It's kind of crazy. He's actually got 65 last hits. How am I doing? I have 62, slightly behind, but I've been part of, you know, some fights, got some XP really. And it's the Midas that's pulling me through, I think, overall in net worth. That's what's pulling me through. She didn't go Midas. In a free farm situation, just farming, just going straight Radiance is fine and all. It's a good item, but maybe she should have just gone... nice, yeah. I just jump in. I'm just like, well, we may as well pick off the Spectre. She's not died yet. We need to get her. We need to pick off the kill here. So I am going to ulti here. and it looked like I was about to get the kill. Me and Acid had agreed that I needed the kill there, and then Gubiak flared to get the assist and ended up accidentally stealing the kill. He was very apologetic about it at the time, but it was definitely a misplay, and it's fine. But yeah, it would have been better if I got the kill there, definitely. But it's cool. We're sort of, you know, making a presence there, hitting this tower, pushing up. It'll be not too long before we get this. No one's contesting it just yet. Here they come. So it's going really well for us. My farm's just fucking amazing right now. It's time to get the fuck out. Really good cogs there from Gubiak. Immediately CCing the scary Ravage. We have Evans walling them off really well. Really good wall. Acid just sort of harassing and making his way out. And it's time for us now to sort of back off and walk away. And Rage is just going, I want to steal something. Give me hook. Give me something. And he immediately gets hooked, which was definitely a misplay. But it worked out really well because you saw how amazing Gubiak is right now with his what's it even called? The hook shot, yeah. Managing to pick off the Pudge, and we even got rid of the Skyraf as well. It went really well there. We're now actually pulling ahead in terms of not just net worth, but the kills itself, the pressure on the towers. We are one tower down, but you know it's expected against the the Death Prophet. Death Prophet is a very strong pusher. Already with the Yules, already with the phase boots. Going really well for her in general, but not perfect, you know. I think she's died. No, she hasn't. She's got an assist, but a tower early. She's come bot now. She's ready to try and push this tower, but what she doesn't realise is I am totally farmed. My ulti's off in 5. I could totally take her as long as she doesn't get her ulti off before I leap onto her. Now that it's kind of scary for me to actually be in here and in the lane farming, I'm like, Evans, stick around, get some XP. You're not doing too well on the XP. Level 6, you're doing okay, but you could do with some more XP. Get some farm in lane. You've been stacking these instead of pulling these all the way. So really good play there by Rage and by Evans with the stacks. Look at this. I'm getting so much XP and so much farm while it's not entirely safe for me to be farming low health in the lane. This means Evans is on a spot, getting last hits, getting XP, getting actual gold, and I'm here just having the time of my life getting farm of stacks and finishing these items. I nearly have Maelstrom already with Midas, with boots. It's going to be quite strong. I'm going to be doing some damage quite early here. 16 minutes, nearly finished. I think I have finished it now. Let's check out the career. Yep, look at this. The itemage. It's going really well. So, net worth. This Death Prophet's had a really good game and is falling that far behind on the Tinker on Acid. He's just destroying, you know? Got farm in the lane, got presence in the lane, countered 2 ganks and ganked, as we can see, really well. Getting a bit greedy here. He does actually pull off the kill on Spectre, so I would say it's worth it. He kills their carry, slows their carry down, and forces free teleports top. Free teleports. Their time is wasted right now just for 1 kill, and I am way ahead now, the Spectre. Pulling way ahead. 2,000 extra net worth. Kind of a big deal here. Tide is just starting to farm again. I'm going back to contest him. I'm totally fine to contest him. I have a Maelstrom now. I'm ready to go. But the thing is, I don't think I can kill him. Maybe I could lower him, but I'd need some help to get him, such as this. Gubiak's like, alright, I'll come try and help gank, but it doesn't go well. Tide's on his way to go stack and farm these, so it was just bad timing. But what we're going to do now is try and get this tower. I'm like, maybe we should push. Let's go for it. My Hand of Midas is ready to just kill one of the creep. I'm not certain though. Maybe I'll just go get some XP using it. What's important with the Hand of Midas is you're always going to the woods and go take the biggest creep. It gives you a big chunk of XP, and as you can see, I'm already level 11, level 2 ult, really good items. It's probably a good time for me to get in fights here rather than continue farming, but I think I can get this tower. As you can see, it's quite low, so I'm going to stick around and try and do that. Finish this creep off, wait until I know who's here, whether it's safe or not, and then go back in and try and get that tower when I think it is. We are farming these ancients here, Tinker getting those extreme farm. I'm pulling so far ahead as well. I'm actually keeping up with the Tinker, who is in fact 4-2 with 107 last hits, and I'm managing to keep up thanks to this Midas and the stacks that are in the jungle. So me and Tinker doing fucking really well in this game. Really well. Their carry has had free farm most of this game, and they're behind us. And that's pretty much just because they went Radiance first instead of a Midas. It wouldn't have been much longer before they had the Radius. Here comes a gank. Here it is. Gubiak getting in position to go in, thinking about it. Got a really good flare on free. Amazing ulti and wall from Evans there. Really good hook shot through the center of them. Getting the cogs, completely denying the tide and blocking them off. We're actually able to completely nuke him. Immediately blocks his TP. Kills with a flare. The battery assault cancelling the TP there. Amazing smoke gank counter there. And while that's going on, I'm just like, wow, they're all distracted. I'll just take this tower. And you know what? I'll push tier 2 as well. I have so much farm right now. What's actually on the courier here? A fucking Crystallis. Probably not the best item choice in hindsight to go right now. Maybe I could have finished this. Maybe I should have gone Mask of Madness, you know. A different build probably would have been better, but I was having such an easy time. I thought I'd build strong items and then get in a fight later. This right here, this build is definitely stronger later, I'd say, but it's really not a good choice if I was going to fight now. But I decide, you know, I've got the items, I've got the time, I've got the farm. I should probably build like more strong late game stuff just in case things go wrong. But really, I honestly would say that was a mistake. If I'd gone Mask of Madness instead of this, I would have been able to get in fights and we'd go towers, maybe get a Rosh, finish the game much earlier and much more convincing. This is more of a, I want to make sure our end game is strong. And our end game is already strong, so unnecessary item choice, I would say here. But still good, still good. Alright, so Gubiak's using his illusions to scout them out. Really good there. We just countered their smoke gank. We're actually tricking them into sort of attacking this. They know it's an illusion, but they're wasting their time, and that's what's important. Giving us time to actually push this. Me and Acid able to get a tier 2 this early. That's amazing. If we could just get it. They're moving in now. Skywrath is very close, but just Skywrath's nothing. We could turn and kill him. Here comes the TP from the Tidehunter. I leap away. We have Acid kind of alone here, silenced in a bad way. I'm ready to leap in with my ult, and he gets away. The Ravage just barely missing him. It actually hit me there when I was getting in position in case it did hit him to land a good ult. You know, we probably would have been okay there, but yeah, it was a better choice to get out. We got a tier 2 tower. We didn't need to risk a fight there. And as we can see, my farm is just really good. You know, I'm keeping up with Acid. We are fucking far ahead. Pudge, Skywrath just have no value. Evans beating them both thanks to his awesome walls and ults, getting those assists. How's he actually doing on score right now? Evans is 1-2, so had some tough like ganks earlier. I remember when Pudge came bot and killed him. But the 4 assists are doing work. The farm, the roaming, he's doing really well and keeping himself farming XP for a support so well that he's actually beating 2 people who've been roaming and getting like good ganks off, you know? That's impressive. The Tidehunter off lane, completely denied. He should have more farm than this Clockwork. He should have more farm and worth than this Rubik. And just the thing is, he's just not been that valuable. Trying to get the XP and farm from the Ancients, but it's just been too slow. I've got the towers, I can contest solo against him now, and that's terrible for a Tidehunter. He should be able to take a Void before ulti, before level 2 ulti anyway, without any real problems. And he just can't. He just can't. Whereas the Death Prophet, their sort of easy lane, strong, you know, early tower is doing okay, but this Spectre, I keep saying it, man. If Spectre had gone Midas, they would have boots, they would have Radiance, maybe a little bit later after now, but they would be much more convincing, much stronger than they are now. Their item choice was definitely a mistake. It was like they wanted to go for early fights, but with their free farm, they definitely didn't. Or Midas would have just been so much better, such a better choice. How's the Prophet doing? Actually building a Hood of Defiance against Tinker's sort of magic nuke, I suppose, but the thing is, I have as much damage, if not more, right now in terms of the items I have, that maybe a Hood of Defiance wasn't that useful. I guess they were looking at the damage from, you know, Evans, from Rubik, but I gotta say, it's not a good... I'm not convinced by that pickup. There's probably maybe even a BKB might have been better, you know? Better choices, definitely. I mean, Cypher Vice good against Tinker, against me, against anyone, really, who's doing the damage, and... I don't know, maybe even a Shiva's to slow as an AoE. We'll be grouped up. It worked really well with Tidehunter's ult. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not convinced with that. Nice steal there by Gubiak. I didn't see that. He stole a big creep from their woods. Look at all his TPs to stop the tower, and they didn't even get a deny. Fucking awesome. Great work there by Acid, picking up a tower for nothing. Look at his fucking items. He's got his Dagon, he's got his Soul Ring and the Boots of Travel, but he also has a fucking Blink Dagger and Ghost Scepter to stop the auto attacks. We're getting some successful kills up here. The free supports here doing work. Great job to them. Just destroying them. 3 kills here. And I'm like, alright guys, I think I've probably got enough farm now. I've got Mask of Madness. I'm ready to go. I should probably build BKB now. That should be really what's in my mind. And let's just go take some racks. Let's go take Rosh, maybe, and finish this game up. We're kind of dominating them. Acid pulling ahead slightly in the net worth, but I'm keeping up with him. How are we doing so far? I have 170 last hits, and then we have on Acid probably around 200. Oh wow, I'm actually beating him in last hits. He's been doing really successful ganks and pushing on towers though, rather than just being AFK farming, to be fair to him. So yeah, I should be pushing towards this BKB, but I'm pretty sure I don't. I think I finished a Dallas, which is a mistake. I don't need that. A BKB would have been much safer and stronger for these fights, and then it would have just been a convincing finish, really. And I was just like, no, I want more damage. You know, I was so greedy here with this item choice. So definitely a mistake there. I wouldn't follow that up. Mask of Madness is just a really good first item into things like Maelstrom and the like. You know, my item build was definitely not the best here. Strong, but not the best. Pudge moving around here. Just a Force Staff. I mean, honestly, when you're able to get a Blink Dagger now on Pudge, why the fuck would you ever build a Force Staff? It's just not anywhere near as good. Sure, maybe it can help support your team a little bit better with like pushing them and saving them, or maybe getting ganks off. Great hook shot from Goobs. Good ult from Skywrath there. Not enough though. Goobs good reactions. Acid in a real bad position here. Where the fuck am I farming? That could have been big. I'm ready to go in here if I can get multiple of them, but it doesn't look like it's safe to do so. They've got an ulti. We back off. If I was nearer, like for that fight, if we'd like communicated better, I could have been there and I could have made a big difference in that fight. We could have just destroyed them rather than Acid just dying. But unfortunately, our communication wasn't perfect, and I just didn't know that there was a gank going on. It was sort of a split-second choice there by Goop and Acid to just go in there and get them. Good sort of team play by them, but if they'd announced, you know, at the time, if I needed to get over there or something, you know, it wasn't going to happen. It would all happen very quickly, but maybe there would have been the, you know, the little glance at the minimap saying Hollow come, and then I would have been on my way. But yeah, I've not really been in any fights, just been farming my heart out, and it's damn time. It's past time now that I get in these fights, start making a difference. Hell, I could have jumped on Pudge if I'd known it was only him. I see him and I'm like, I'm thinking about it, but then because of the flare, he's backing off. He knows he's alone. He is not safe there. He's got to get out. So we're pushing up mid here, sort of convincingly controlling it. The warding is a lot better by then. Well, not better, but we have okay warding here this game. You know, we have wards in their jungle and on the runes. We know what's going on a little bit better. But one of our weaknesses as a team is our vision. We really need better vision as a team, and it's something that we can work on. But this game, it was okay, I'd say. It was okay. We should probably be thinking about taking a Rosh or a team fight here. Maybe getting a smoke gank. I'm off to farm fucking this stack here. And I finished a Dallas. That should be a BKB right here in this slot. I wanted space for TPE. Maybe that's what convinced me. But a BKB much better than the TPE. As long as I'm in nice, correct areas, we could have finished this game with the BKB rather than going Day Dallas. Definitely a mistake to pick that up. Looks like they're maybe going for a smoke gank. They're kind of grouping up. Maybe they're thinking about it. They're very defensive now, and so they should be, as you can see by the score, the net worth. You know, Spectre's trying his best, trying her best even, to keep up. But, you know, we have nearly... Acid has double the net worth, and I have nearly double the net worth. That is kind of horrific for them, you know? Sort of just controlling the mid part of the map. And then we get a really nice pick off from Acid there. Great job. I'm finally ready to go. It's all about this Void game, guys. It's all about this Void game. I'm actually doing in terms of farm. I got anything on the courier? Nothing right now. Okay. Alright, so it's time for us to go take a Rax and then maybe go take Rosh after that. That's the plan anyway. Tinker, Acid going back just to get some regen, reset his stuff, and then he'll be back in a sec. As you can see, the Insta-TP back, and sudden nuke. I'm like, okay, I'm totally going. Ulti on 2. Here comes Mask of Madness. You just jumped into a ulti, you really foolish player. Good silence there by Evans. And then we pick off a successful free, and it's like, well, time to get a Rax. We stopped the Tidehunter. It was a nice sort of... The flare showed me where they were from Gubiak. Good flare from Gubiak. And I was like, alright, so they're there. Time to go in. I can hit 2. I think I can tank the damage. Here we go. Pick off 2 with a nice ult. And then we have the follow-up from Evans with his own ult to make sure there was no follow-up from them. Gubiak getting hooked there foolishly. Should have really dodged that. But it actually worked out okay with his cogs, with the nukes, us backing them up and just destroying them. And that's actually all 5 of them dead. Here comes the Rax. Maybe we could push in, or maybe that would be greedy. I think a safe choice would be to just go take that... Rosh and then finish the game, you know? But I can't remember whether we overstay our welcome here. Look at this now, though. Tidehunter falling behind, bottom 3. The 2 supports with no farm and no XP have more than their solo Tidehunter. Good ulti from here. I remember Rage made the call for us to stay and to push in and take tier 4. And we had a conversation after this about how he wasn't respecting Tidehunter's ult. Even when we were this far ahead, you know, he wasn't respecting the fact that Tidehunter's ult is strong and we could get wrecked there, especially with a Death Prophet. You know, the ulti she does, the damage is still really strong. We managed to get some nice harass here. Gubiak with an amazing hookshot on 2. Nice AoE nukes there from Acid. Gubiak kind of low, kind of scarily low. Can he get away? Solo? Nah, gets picked off by Spectre. The Radiant's picking him up there. We have Acid, who's in a bit of a trouble here. They're all very low, but... yeah, came down to the call of Rage saying, you know, we need to stay, we need to go tier 4, and not respecting their initiation, you know. Spectre ult with Radiance, very strong. Death Prophet's ult is always strong, no matter how much farm she's got, as long as she has it. And it was level 3, very strong. Pudge can get some nice CC, irrelevant of his items. Skyraft's ult, strong, even at level 1. And the Tidehunter, you know, it's just a strong CC with Magic Nuke. Definitely misplay there, and we agreed, you know, from now on, you know, we will always respect the Tidehunter ult. That taught us something. Even though this far in this game, when they have a combo like this, it can still work out and still do strong. We should have left and got Rosh, got the team together, regened up, taken another fight and ended the game there. And it was definitely a mistake there to stay so long. It's okay though, it's only 1 death. It did push them up a little bit. You see the net worth there, they jumped up, but we still have nearly double their farm and it's cool. We're still good, but more of that and it's that it could throw the game, you know? They have a chance here now. After that fight, they see our initiation, our team play is good if we pull it off. And all we are thinking now is, shit, that's the case. Let's not fuck up. Let's not throw again. Let's not do that again. We learned something, which is important, you know? Very important. I'm farming here getting this level 18, finishing off this Maelstrom. Again, a mistake here. I really need this BKB. As you saw there in that fight, imagine, right? Imagine in that fight, if this wasn't a Daedalus, if it was still crit, and this item slot was a BKB, when he jumped in, I would have BKB'd and killed them all, and then we would have ended the game and won the game there and then. But for some reason, I wanted a Daedalus. I wanted to be greedy, and it was definitely, as I've really pointed out now, a mistake to pick up that item. Just not needed, you know? It doesn't increase the damage that much. It's nice, sure, it's good, but it wasn't at the top of the list. I wasn't sure whether they were ganking me there. I was kind of nervous. We could see them coming in a big smoke. We saw them smoke here. And I was like, well, let's just deny them their ancient and get out. An ulti from Spectre to sort of find where we are, to sort of know where we are for the smoke gank. Good call by them. They actually get an Invis rune here for the Tidehunter. And I'm scared as shit here. They're going for me. I'm ready to leap. I leap away. I jump behind the creep to sort of avoid the Pudge hook. Rage is sort of out of position there. He wants to help me. Big fight going off here. Good silences. We do actually pick off the Skyrath. Gubiak kind of screwed. Really good silence there. And wall from Evans. I get 2 in the ult, 3 in the ult, and then I'm okay. I'm kind of hurt though, so it's kind of scary for me to go back in. Acid picks off the Pudge just as he dies. We have 2 here. I'm really hurt. I'm ready to go back in. Rage lifts him up. I jump back in to get the pickup. The damage is high, and now we're just after the Spectre, who's the last person alive. I'm really slowed here. Rage can catch up with him and keep up with him, but I got hit by the Spectre's Q, the dagger, so I'm moving so fucking slow. My Q comes off cooldown. Pretty sure I leap here. and then he's gone. And then we realise, shit, he's gone up. And Rage is like, and Acid's like, and then I'm like, yeah. We worked out where he went, we saw where the dagger path was going, and went and picked him off. And now we're just agreeing that we could probably get Rosh here. I'm kind of really hurt, so we need Rage to tank it. I decide, you know, I'll get some XP and farm here while we wait for Tinker to come back, heal up a little bit. But we really should maybe go Rosh here. But we're all kind of hurt, and there's no one really to tank the damage. Not for now, anyway. So we push up. Acid pushing top at the same time to sort of really nail in the fact that he is Tinker and he can do this. He's actually leveling up his Dagon now. Nearly level 5. It's crazy farm. And Ethereal Blade finished. Going really well for him. I've actually beat him now in net worth at last. Caught up with the crazy farm. We are going Rosh now. Gubiak there to tank. I'm just getting my lifesteal going, getting my health back up before I end up potentially tanking it. I give him the actual charge of the Majolnir there because it increases the damage slightly and he's taking the hits. I'm constantly bashing, so he's not taking all that much damage, which is good. Finished his Scepter, got his drums. His items are okay. How's Evans doing? Look at the farm on Evans. Managed to get a Hood of Defiance. That is big on a support. How's Rage doing? He's got the blink. He's building BKB, it looks like. The arcane boots. Not amazing farm for him, but, you know, still solid, especially with the blink. Very crucial on a hero like Rubik, because you can blink in and steal something and get away with it. It's very good for, like, quick steals of ults and the like. And it's just really good mobility for a hero that needs good positioning. Alright, so let's go back down to me. I'm pushing bot. They're sort of making them think that we're all mid with their positioning. And I'm just pushing bot. We're probably going to go bot Rax here, take a fight with the Aegis, obviously. I'm building the BKB at last. And Acid is pushing top. Looks good. All we need now is to Acid to sort of push this lane out and then go home, I guess, get the regen and come back mid or something. And then we can take the fight. We don't even need him, but to make sure that we don't throw, he should be here. So he's pushing out the lane. He's going home, TPing back, just like I said, setting everything off cooldown, and then he'll be back mid in just a sec to help us finish the job. Good pick up here by Rage. TPs picks them up. I was a bit far back there. We were waiting for Tinker. We didn't want to throw. And it turns out we were ending up going to push top. I jump in, see the two here. I see that they're one hard carry, the person with the most farm. Decide to pick him off. Tinker gets the nice Dagon kill. I get nuked by like a lot there. Back off to try and not waste the Aegis. And then, you know, just let them do their work. Ult from Evans there on some people. Really good nukes there. Rage survives. We have Evans sort of dealing with them there. And I die over here. Kind of contest the Skywrath and the Pudge. Sadly, I do die, but it's only an Aegis. It's fine. They're mostly all dead. Just the Pudge surviving. And we're going to go ahead and take a Rax here. Maybe even both. Maybe even end the game. Yep, we're like, actually, fuck the Rax. Let's get tier 4 and win the game. You know, we're so far ahead. We're certain that we can do this. Acid gets hooked there. We jump in there. No bashes from me, but picks him off with a Dagon. Is that level 5 now? It is. That is shit scary. He immediately buys back to get the Acid hook. Good reactions from Acid. Doesn't even risk trying to dodge it. Blinks out of range. I'm not concerned. It's time for me to take this tower. BKB is on its way. Here it is. All good now. We have the BKB. I jump forward. Take out the Pudge with Acid. The Sun initiation. BKB is ready. I get silenced. I'm ready to just sort of fuck them up. Kind of a bit messy here. I'm just here with Tide Hunter. Jump forward, finish the Tide. See the Skywrath, see the Spectre. It's getting a bit scary now. I think I BKB and just go for the base. I actually ulti to give myself more time to nuke the base. And then I'm pretty sure I just leap away from them. There we go. Yep. And escape. So, trying to put the Ancient on half health can sort of make sure we finish this game because it was getting a bit messy towards the end there. Jesus Christ, that nearly killed me. Bit slow on the mech there from Evans. Apparently he was low on mana and it was a bit late. But yeah, I live. But the mech should have probably hit me before the dagger did. It was kind of scary. But I managed to put the Ancient on half health. It regens pretty slowly. We can finish that. We can finish that pretty successfully now. We don't really need any more racks. We just need to go heal up, group up once more, and finish the job. Here's some nice ancient farming for me. Not sure what I'm even going to pick up. I'm thinking about selling the Hand of Midas and getting something to increase the damage. Maybe like MKB, you know, that kind of thing. But You know, Bashes is good and all, but I already have Bash, so maybe Butterfly. Maybe a heart to make sure that I don't die. I have a lot of choice. And it's funny, I only actually have 4 kills and 8 assists for how much net worth I actually have. Look at that. Fucking 24,000 net worth at 40-minute game. That's not bad. I'm proud of that. And yeah, the Tinker doing well too. Really well, in fact, at nearly 22,000. Pretty crazy. They have, yeah, they have about half that now. Spectre, how are you doing there? How are you doing on your farm? You got your Radiance, you got your Heart. Those are some of the most crucial things you should have. You could have better than that, as we've talked about. Building the Yasha into, what's it called? The item that splits you into multiple? What's it? I can't remember the name of it for some reason. Let's try and find it. I can't remember the name. Can't even find any items. I want the agility stuff. Agility. I cannot remember the name of it. It splits you into... It gives you 2 illusions. I can't remember it for some reason. That's a funny hook shot for Gubiak. He actually hit the creep instead of Spectre, so Spectre didn't get stunned. But what's it matter anyway? He gets nuked pretty hard. I appear and I'm like, damn, he got through the wall. He escaped through the trees. I get a really nice ulti. He actually gets Spectre. I get 2 in the ulti. Turns out to get 3. Take everyone out. I BKB because I'm scared and still respecting the ult of the Death Prophet. And then we finish them off and I get multiple kills. Puts me up to a 7-1. Time to end the game with a nice fight there. And we're pretty much good. Acid calling GG before the game's over. How dare you, sir? That is bad manners. All of us were like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. I know the game's totally over, but you don't call GG before it's over. They say nothing here. Pretty sure we all said GG or something, you know. Yeah. We're saying GG, well played, you know. We're respecting them as players, but we ended up beating them 2-0 against this team, and I don't think they were all that happy about it, especially with how much of a stomp that one was. So that is Void in a nutshell when you're working with a good team, and how to get successful good farm, really. Support, stack when you can, get as much farm as you can, build correctly unlike me, and kick some butt, get some good ultis, 2 free, hopefully minimum. Don't be afraid to use your ulti on one person. That one time that I did when it was Spectre solo for a good kill on an important person to kill. It's okay to get a solo kill with an early level ulti. You know, if it's level 1 and you get 1 kill from it, it's worth it. You're not going to use that ulti. You're not going to be in team fights with level 6, so you may as well just get a kill solo 1v1 with it. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Tell me if you'd like to see more, what you'd like to see, and yeah, see you next time, guys. Have a great day.